So shit, 9 to 5 hard. I mean, not 9 to 5. Streaming, trying to make it in streaming is harder.
I lie to you, bro. I still can't even believe this shit is a debate online. Which is harder, working a 9 to 5 or streaming, bro? With streaming, bro, you don't even get paid off the rip, bro.
Streaming is pretty easy, bro. Like, you know, I'm just just entertaining people.
9 to 5 is always gonna be harder, because who the fuck wanna go do, like, I feel like most people, if they could, they would do the streaming shit over the 9 to 5. Facts. If they could.
Every single month, without a fail, the internet restarts this same exact debate. What's harder, streaming or a 9 to 5? And every single time, the conversation turns into complete bullshit because people just can't be honest. You got streamers saying, bro, this content grind is exhausting.
Okay, maybe put 50% energy into a heart surgery, but I have to walk around streaming 12 hours, deal with stream snipers, taking pictures with fans. It's genuinely tiring and it's mentally draining.
Shut up, bitch!
Then you got the 9 to 5 workers saying, try carrying bricks in 95-degree weather.
You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to go to work. Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur!
And honestly, both sides sound kinda dumb to me because they're arguing two completely different things. One side is talking about pressure, one side is talking about actual labor. Those are not the same thing. And I came across a clip of Plagueboy Max talking about this, talking about how streaming nowadays is harder to blow up. And mind you, I was seeing this clip through an I'm Dante reaction video, and I'm Dante was agreeing with it. And I was sitting there like, I understand what y'all mean, but let's stop acting like streaming and making content is harder than an actual 9 to 5 job, bro. Because there is not one single universe where sitting in an air-conditioned room reacting to 20 plus videos is harder than being on a 20-foot scaffolding carrying up 50 pounds, 60 pounds worth of equipment while dust is flowing through your eyes. I've literally done both.
What you think is harder, streaming or 9 to 5?
Different ways. They each have their own harder. It's harder to make it in streaming, 100%. Nigga, you could go. Well, actually, it's hard. The job market is crazy. But like, bro, making it in streaming is very hard. There's millions of people that are currently trying to stream.
Right.
9 to 5 is mentally taxing on some like, damn, like I might not want to do this today. I don't like my coworkers, shit like that. But nigga, go try to be a fucking streamer, nigga, and try to blow up. So shit, 9 to 5 hard. I mean, not 9 to 5. Streaming, trying to make it in streaming is harder. I think making it in streaming is harder than how mentally taxing a 9 to 5 is, or how, like, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why this conversation is funny to me. And I'm so glad I'm in the position now to come online and talk about it. Because I work construction and I do YouTube now. So I can actually kind of compare the two. And the real answer is simply, streaming is easier physically, but harder financially. And also mentally, because it's unstable. Working a 9 to 5 is more stable. That's the actual conversation people should be having, not this fake victim Olympics every month.
Streaming is way harder than a 9 to 5 job, alright? Brother, at a normal job, they give you the tools and everything you need to get your work done. But with streaming, you have to pay for everything yourself, plus you have to have good internet.
This is where the conversation always gets messed up, because streamers talk about this pressure like it's some type of physical difficulty, and I think they got it confused. Yes, streaming can be stressful, bro. Inconsistent money, algorithm issues, low views, burnout, the pressure to stay relevant, public criticism, all of that shit is real. But stressful does not automatically mean harder than physical labor. That's what people keep on mixing up. Because if I tell a construction worker, damn bro, my video only got 40 views today, bro, that nigga is gonna stare at me like I lost my damn mind. Meanwhile, he's hanging off the roof at 7 a.m. eating a breakfast sandwich from the gas station, inhaling all these dust particles.
Avocados from Mexico.
Like, come on, bro, let's be serious for 5 minutes. And another thing I've heard streamers say a lot, you don't know how hard it is to stay entertaining for hours. Okay, cool. You know what else is hard? Roofing in July. You know what else is hard? Warehouse work. You know what else is hard? Working overnight shifts. Y'all gotta stop comparing internet stress to physical labor like they're in equal categories or something. They're not.
Social media and got everything turned up. Like, I'm making good money. I'm, you know what I'm saying, 7-figure nigga, all that. But Twitch don't give a fuck about no Instagram, no TikTok, no none of that. I got millions of followers on both of them platforms. YouTube got hella everything, and Twitch don't give a damn. Twitch don't give a damn. You gotta put that work in. That's why I got hella respect for Kai and all them boys who really be on this hoe every day. Cause it's not easy, bro.
Now, where streamers are right in this, streaming is unstable as hell, bruh. And make a YouTube video. That's the real downside to content creation. Because with YouTube and streaming, you can put in 8 hours of work, 10 hours of work, 24 hours of work, and get absolutely nothing back. Zero. But that's the gamble you take, because this shit is so simple. You get online, you make your video, you post it. And that's also what scares a lot of people away from content. Well, making content. Not because of the physical difficulty, because it's financially unpredictable. And honestly, that's fair. Nigga, I did it it happens to me all the time, bro. I'll sit down for 7-8 hours, maybe even a day, bro, honestly, because I be procrastinating. I can't lie. It could be a fire ass video and that shit could still fly. Meanwhile, if I worked at a regular job and I just clocked in, worked the shift, it's gonna be the same pay regardless every single time. That stability matters. So when streamers say, oh, this is mentally exhausting, I can actually understand, because when your income depends on attention, relevance, algorithms, consistency, luck, and audience retention, that's stressful, my nigga.
Streaming really is hard, bro. People don't. For that.
But stressful is not the same as harder than physical labor. I've been using construction as my example for this video, so I guess we're just gonna continue to use that. But that's the distinction right there. I just want to go over why my perspective is different from a lot of people online. And I know a lot of other creators can relate. I actually worked construction, grinding walls, tuck pointing, carrying heavy equipment, climbing scaffolding. That shit was real labor, like genuinely exhausting labor. And mind you, I still come home and make a reaction video. But there were days where my entire body completely hurt after work, bro. Clothes dusty, eyes burning, nigga, your hands got calluses. That's why you gotta keep them gloves on you, my nigga. But all that, and you still gotta wake up the next morning and go right back. No algorithm, no viral moment, no lucky breakthrough. So when I compare all of that to editing a YouTube video in my room, I'm so sorry, my nigga. This is 1,000 times easier. It simply just is, bro. And that doesn't mean content creation takes zero effort, because it takes effort. You have to want to do this shit. But physically, lifestyle wise, freedom wise, bro, this is way easier than most labor jobs. And there are some easy ass jobs out there, bro. Don't get me wrong.
Let me tell you the best thing about being security, bro. The best thing about being security, bro, literally, I can just sit here and do nothing. Like, dead ass do nothing. Like, I've been here for dead ass like 3 hours now, and I haven't did nothing but sit at this desk.
I can sit down, I can pause whenever I want, I can eat whenever I want, work from home, I make my own schedule, I choose my own topics. A construction worker could not do that. Warehouse workers could not do that. Anybody that works for another company cannot do that. That freedom alone makes streaming way, way easier in so many different ways.
So what do you think is harder, a 9 to 5 or doing social media?
A 9 to 5. That's slavery. You get up there and you making somebody else rich, and they don't appreciate you. You get sick, you take too many days not to come in. I make my own hours. Not only do I make my own hours, but sometimes in a month, I make more than what these people make in a year.
Another thing I noticed over time, honestly, people romanticize streaming, especially the younger folk. And I made a video talking about like the clones and shit a while back. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm gonna be the next Kai Cenat. Oh, I'm gonna be the next FaZe member or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna tell you straight up, no, nigga, you're not. You're probably not. And that's okay, because you can be your fucking self. But social media made content look like the ultimate dream job. So now people downplay regular work completely. And that's dangerous, bro, because society still needs regular workers. Everybody cannot be a streamer. Everybody can't be reacting to the same TikTok clips, bro. Somebody still gotta build these roads. Somebody still gotta fix the next broken toilet, deliver packages, stock stores, etc. These jobs actually keep society running. Meanwhile, these streamers arguing over whose chat spammed harder. Now let's calm down. A lot of these streamers expose how disconnected they are from reality when I hear them say shit like,
dude, on my entire life, there's no job that's harder than being a streamer. Not one job.
bro, this is the hardest job ever. No, nigga, it's not. You just haven't had an actual job before. That's different, bro. And to be fair, streaming does take discipline. Making content, period, takes discipline. A lot of discipline, actually. Because most people are fucking lazy. Most people cannot consistently upload content. Most people quit after low views, or hate comments, or slow growth, or worst of all, no money. That's the truth. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like building an audience is just super easy. Because it's not, bro. And especially now when everybody wants to be a creator, when this shit is super oversaturated, and the better time to want to be a fucking, yeah, man. All these damn podcasts, all these streams, all these reaction channels, all these people want to go viral. So yes, I agree with the opinion or the statement, whatever, that it's harder to stand out nowadays. Like Boy Max was right about that. But standing out being difficult does not make the actual job harder than any type of physical labor. That's what I keep coming back to, because these are two separate conversations.
The biggest thing for me, because like, I don't know if you like saw the tweet or whatever, but I streamed for a year straight in 2019 to one viewer, and that was like my other device or my dad. So like, all I always told myself, because it's so hard to be entertaining when you're talking to yourself.
Exactly.
Like, how am I going to be entertaining? I literally talk to myself, but like, I always told myself, if I can just get to 5 viewers, I know I'll do good.
Yes.
It was just getting there was really hard.
Do you want to know why people quit streaming? People quit streaming because their expectations are through the roof. People think that the moment they click live, that the world is supposed to be watching them. But I hate to break it to you. The reality is, you're gonna have to work for it. How many people here have been streaming for at least a year and haven't been seeing results? Here's my next question. What are you gonna do about it?
The best way to explain it, 9-to-5 jobs are harder physically, but financially more stable. They're way safer financially. Streaming is easier physically, but riskier financially, essentially being unstable. That's the real trade-off we have going on right now. A normal job, you get a stable paycheck, predictable hours, you get benefits depending on where you work, and a guaranteed income. With streaming, it's an unstable income. Inconsistent success, your money essentially relies on the algorithm, then to add on public pressure, and then the constant relevance battle. One gives stability, one gives potential freedom. That's why people choose streaming. Not because it's harder, but because the upside is way bigger. If your content blows up, your entire life changes. That's what attracts people, not the difficulty, the opportunity. At the end of the day, I think this debate only exists because people attach themselves to their work. 9-to-5 workers feel disrespected when streamers downplay labor. Streamers feel disrespected when regular people or 9-to-5 worker calls content creation easy. And honestly, both sides got valid feelings. But if we're talking honesty, the traditional job of a content creator is easier physically than a traditional labor job. And that's just reality. The hard part is surviving long enough financially to make it work. So yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all in this video. Hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe, because we're on the way to 5,000 subscribers. I want to know what y'all think about this debate, so let me know in the comments what y'all think. And until the next video, deuces.